is not a Miata. Well, things have changed recently, and I haven't made a video because of it. I wanted to get everything a little more set up better. Well, the brown car is not mine anymore. I realized after drifting the car around a little bit, it just wasn't what I really wanted. I just didn't build the car that I wanted. That's pretty much the point. So I started to look into being able to trade the car for something else. And if nobody was interested in trading, then I was just going to keep building the brown car until I liked it. But I had a buddy of mine ask me if I wanted to trade for his car. And so we talked about it a little bit, and we agreed on it. We met up, we talked, we liked each other's cars, so we did the trade. So now I own a 93 240SX coupe with the KA. And I love this car. Just a little bit on the car. It's almost completely OEM. Has JIC coilovers, a dual cam, a 32 weight, which sucks. Every LSD I get sucks for some reason. Full interior, energy steering wheel, a radio, and that's about it. And the car has AC. If you look, I have my windows up, and I have air conditioning. First vehicle out of the 4 vehicles I've owned in my lifetime that has air conditioning, and at that, it's a 240. I'm mind blown. I don't know. Also has some big old fart can on it. The body really isn't too bad at all. It's pretty straight. There's a few tiny little rust spots here and there. But other than that, it's a pretty solid car. And if you can see, I kind of have some shit in here. Yesterday I met up with a guy that was trying to sell a aero front bumper, and I wanted a lot of aero for this car, and he was selling it for decently cheap, so I met up with him to go pick it up, and I couldn't seem to fit the bumper inside the car, so we had to take the stock pig nose front bumper off with the front metal bumper to be able to get it to fit, just to get it home. So it's kind of rigged on right now with a couple bolts and a couple zip ties. I have some work I got to do to get the fitment right. That's why I have this stuff in here. I'm going to be working on the car tonight, so hopefully I can get this shit out of here, and hopefully I can get some videos of me working on the car tonight or something like that. I have a lot of plans with this car. This is a whole new canvas for me and a whole new world of aftermarket parts, because the Miata really didn't have too much you could do with it after so much. Like if you wanted to get a kit, you pretty much have like 2 choices and not much else. With the 240, I have so many choices on what I could do with this car that I don't know what to choose. But a buddy of mine might be selling me his SR, so that'll get rid of the K real fast. I was in a big debate on doing KAT or SR, and my mind went completely straight to KAT, but my buddy said he'd give me a deal on his SR, and I'd spend a lot less money that way, so I was planning on doing that, so hopefully I can get that. And it's a Type X SR, which is actually pretty cool. But other than the SR, the only other plans I really have for this is wheels, if I can find some 18s, but if not, just getting spacers for the 15s. Spacers, side skirts and rear bumper, stickers, and a welded. So I really don't have much else to do with this car. I'm very lucky that it already came with coilovers, and nice coilovers, to me at least. So that's one thing out of the way. So pretty much I'm not doing anything else to the car for the most part. Well, nothing too expensive until I can get the SR and start getting the SR ready to go in the car. It's pretty cool having a 240 with full interior. Like, the only thing this car is seriously missing is the defrost vents, which I'm not even mad about. But I do have to get this thing caged, and that's one problem I'm running into, because I really want to keep the back seats, but yet I really need a cage if I want to do tandems. So I'm in a big debate right now on that. But if I there, and I was sitting there thinking about, man, well, I made the mistake of bringing this and parking in the pits to where if I wanted to run, I could. So that was a mistake on me. But I walked in and saw a bunch of my buddies were talking to them, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I'm really thinking about actually going out there and trying out the new car, because I haven't really drifted this yet until then. And a buddy of mine's like, blah, blah, you should do it. A bunch of friends were saying do it. And so they were kind of talking me into it, not in a bad way. I mean, I was okay to do it. I just kind of didn't want to because it was a new car. I was just kind of scared, but I'm glad that they kind of talked me into it. But the first run in this, I was scared shitless until I entered the first corner. Like, sitting in line, I was just shaking, kind of scared, never drifted a 240 before. This is going to be a whole new world. You know, what if I spin out and just slam into the wall? I had a bunch of things going through my mind. But I entered the first corner and the car felt easy. So I just kept holding it, and I got really close to the wall and did a gnarly first run that I was not mad about at all. And it was weird. The 240 is easy to slide around. Well, that's compared to a Miata, because I've been drifting Miatas for years, and drifting something different is definitely weird. But the fact that as soon as I entered my very first corner, it felt natural. Like, I felt like this is just an easy Miata. It's when this car initiates, it doesn't want to immediately grip back, which is really, really interesting. So I started to get used to the car. My runs, for some reason, got progressively worse, which confused the hell out of me. But the car still felt good. It was really easy to slide around, even though this thing has a terrible LSD in it, and the KA makes no power because it is just not a very strong KA at that. It still was fun, and it was still super easy. I was still clutch kicking like crazy, like I normally have to, but it was still pretty easy. There was nothing that the car did that I wasn't already ready to fix or adjust. It was super weird. But I feel like once I have the SR and I'll have some power, after driving with, 80 horsepower for years, having 200 horsepower is just going to be amazing. Since I've just been struggling so much with the low horsepower, high horsepower is just going to be easy in my mind. I don't know how it's actually going to be because I've never actually drifted an SR car, but I feel like it's just going to be the easiest thing. It's going to be natural to me, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I have a lot of work still to do, and I still have a lot of things I got to do. But I just want to do a quick little update on the whole 240 thing, and hopefully tonight, while I'm working on it a little bit, maybe I can get a few clips of me working on it, and I'll be at my friend Kanoki's house, which is the SR that I'm buying is off of him, and he's going to be working on his car, so maybe we can just get a few clips of both and just kind of dick around and have fun. So we'll see how that goes. Air conditioning. This is fantastic. Alrighty, I am at Kanoki's house. We got the aero front bumper off, and it's in the garage being painted right now. And this is his S14 that I was talking about, with the SR. Here soon I'm going to be doing just like a little drive around and review on this thing. Just kind of talk about it with the SR, and then I'm wanting to do a video about it once the 1J is in it. I just think that'd be kind of cool to do. But guess we can go take a look and see what the bumper looks like.
What? Get the fucking shit. My garage is so nasty.
This is what's came out to right now. This is what I'm using, and I'm loving it. Shit's working out pretty well, laying on pretty easily. Got a little bit of stitching on this when I bought it, but not that big of a deal. It's not supposed to be a clean car anyways. About to lay down another coat on it. And this is the 1J. You excited about the 1J? So yeah, we pretty much have a deal going on right now to where the money that he's getting from me for the SR is what he's using to finish the bill with the 1J. Alright, well, last night I did not really get to end up filming anything after I put the bumper back on because me and Kanoki drove around a little bit and had some fun in the rain, and by the time I was heading home it was already starting to get dark and you wouldn't really be able to see anything. So right now I am on my way to Quick Wash. Quick Wash is a place that me and some buddies like to hang out and kind of talk and look at each other's cars and stuff like that. It's just a safe place for us where police really don't give us any problems about anything, so we can be pretty relaxed and not have to constantly worry about problems with the cops. So hopefully while I'm there I can get a couple funny clips of what's going on, and I guess we'll have to see from there. Other than that, that is all for today, and I hope you guys have a great night.
I'll make money off it. Is that recording?
Yeah.
Frankie, mount that to the front of your car so I can do like a mean one tire fire when we leave here. Can't see me, it's too dark. I gotta tell you this story, I never told you this.
I want to dash.
Alright, stories with Mitchell.
Chapter 1.
So, putting the radiator in my car, right?
Yeah.
And I had to go inside and shower to get ready for orientation for Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, I'll finish this up, go inside and shower and everything. So I'm like, alright. Come back outside, my car's gone. I hear my dad hauling ass down the highway back to my house. He gets out, he's like, why does your car like go skirt? When I turn around in the parking lot, I was like, my LSD got stuck. He's like, oh, you need to get that fixed. Are you recording?
With both.
That's awesome.
That's fucking dope, dude.